G'day viewers and welcome to Wanga Fat Wednesday, which if you've not heard is an acronym which stands for Who Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today. And today is a real classy character called Troy Newman. He heads up an anti-abortion group in the US. I think their name is Operation Dickhole or Operation Slavering Pile of Pus. Something really accurate and descriptive like that. Anyway, so this guy was planning to come to Australia. And he can't, because Australia has some laws that some other people find a bit funny, where the government says, if they think you're not a fit person to come here, if you could cause trouble, they'll just not give you an entry visa. Now, notoriously, this has been done on some rappers in the past. Most recently, Chris Brown, because of his domestic violence history. In the past, it happened to Snoop Dogg, just because of his drug charges. But, you know, occasionally, it happens to someone who exceptionally deserves it. And this guy is such a piece of shit. He has actually advocated for the murder of abortion service providers. You may think abortion is a bad thing. I don't fucking care, okay? If you think abortion is a bad thing, don't get one. Every anti-abortion argument is fucking cloud cuckoo land, okay? It's not real. Abortions will always happen. You can't stop them. All that will happen is they will be more or less safe. And if you place the collection of cells that forms 90% of abortions above the life of an adult woman, I have no fucking time for you. And if you want a really good laugh, you gotta look at the video this guy shot himself, because he's trying to fly, I think it's from Dallas to LA, and then the flight goes from LA on to Australia. And the airline has got a message, the Australian government is refusing this guy an entry visa, so don't let him on the plane. And he cracks it because he's like, but this is a flight within the US. And the people at the airline just don't want to talk to him. They say, yeah, well, we're just not doing it because the Australian government said not to. Oh, the Australian government controls US airspace. It's pretty obvious what's happening. If he gets on this flight, it's an international flight already, even though this leg is within the US. And so there is an enormous amount of trouble of trying to force him off the plane once he gets on it. So they went, this guy's a colossal dickhole. We just won't let him on the plane. And the way he whines and complains is fucking priceless. You know what? You can argue free speech, letting things go. And honestly, I think there is a discussion to be had about this law in Australia, whether it's applied in the best way, whether it should even exist. I would actually agree that's a discussion worth having. But when a worthless fucking piece of shit like this guy is on the receiving end of it, I just don't give a fuck.